story time. And I got my soft reline on Monday, and it is Wednesday, and I do believe I'm gonna have to start gluing my teeth. They're not glued right now, but when I eat, like I ate a peanut butter sandwich a while ago, and it sticks to the roof of my mouth, the plate, the palate, whatever y'all call it. See, I'm not technical like that. And it felt like it was wanting to come loose, or whatever. So, probably gonna have to start with adhesive. Yay. Anyways, I really wish I had somewhere to set my phone up to do this video, because it's probably gonna be a little longer than my other ones. But as of right now, YouTube only lets me upload 15-minute long videos, so this may be a part 1 and part 2. I don't know. It just depends on how much I ramble, and as y'all watch my videos, you will figure out that I like to ramble. That's me. Anyhow, let me tell you my story and tell you why I ended up having to have dentures. Okay. And I've never really talked about my story like this to people. So, oh, and by the way, this lip color is that Anastasia Beverly Hills I was talking about in an earlier video. The party pink. I love it. Oh my god. Anyhow, see, rambling. That's me. Never really talked about my issues to people, really. Like, mine has a lot to do with my mental health. A lot of people, they assume that people that have dentures, they didn't take care of their teeth, or the drug addicts, or, the stereotypical things are just outrageous. But if you watch a lot of denture videos and people's stories, I'm sure a lot of you who, if you're watching this video, you've probably watched a lot of other videos, and you see that there are a lot of reasons why, oopsie, it popped up, why people end up with dentures. Okay. So my story, let's go back about 12 years, maybe. In 2007, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder. I have anxiety, PTSD, a little bit of schizo, and social anxiety. Yeah, so the list is actually really, really long. When people say, oh, she's crazy, yeah, I've got papers to prove it. But it ends good. It ends good. Okay. So, in 2007, I was diagnosed with all these issues and started going to a doctor and was trying out or experimenting with all different medication, because with a mental disorder, everybody's different, and different medicines affect people in different ways. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. And it's just a very long, drawn out process. Yeah, that's the word, about process. So anyhow, I got put on medication. Gained so much weight. Oh my gosh. The medication that caused me to gain weight was Seroquel, I believe. I was almost 300 pounds, which I've lost probably about 100. Gonna be, I still have a lot to lose, but yeah. So it's kind of like Okay, kind of like one of them vicious cycles. Like, you gotta have a job to get a car, but you gotta have a car to get a job, that type of things. Well, it's either be sane and get fat, or be skinny and to be a crazy person. Um, but it doesn't help with depression and stuff if you gain a lot of weight because it kills your self confidence. And yeah, it really doesn't help with the anxiety and things like that. That's a whole another thing that you have to learn to overcome. Well, a couple of years after I started taking the medication, I started having my back teeth. One by one, they would get bad. They would kind of start decaying or break or whatever. And I kept toothaches like all the time. So as time went on, one tooth was pulled, and then another tooth was pulled, and then two teeth were pulled, and so forth until I had I think I only had three molars left. Uh, the beginning of this year. Um, I had a tooth here that had broke to the gum about 5 years ago, and then the one beside it. So I basically look toothless. I'll insert pictures somewhere after here, or somewhere in this video, just to show you uh, the difference and what was going on in my mouth. So when I went to the dentist to see about having dentures, I asked her, I said, what caused that just happened? What caused my teeth to do what they've done? I mean, I've always took really good care of my teeth. They weren't perfect. They weren't straight perfectly or whatever, but I had good oral hygiene. I'm going to have to go glue my bottoms in. Oral hygiene. And she asked me, she said, well, a lot of things can cause your teeth to do that. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to have to do a part two because I'm already at 8 minutes. She was like, it could be if you've been sick a lot, like if you throw up a lot, the acid or the acidic stuff that comes up when you throw up. A lot of people with eating disorders lose their teeth because of that. But there's a lot of gastral. Gosh, I'm not a doctor, so I can't say a lot of this stuff. But there's a lot of stomach issues that people have that make you really sick. Um, yeah. So she was like, medication. Have you took medication? I was like, huh. Now, about a year ago, I quit taking my mental medication. I got out of a relationship and packed up and moved and restarted and started a whole new life. Best thing I've ever done. I've had no manic episodes. I've lost weight. And it's like my life is slowly starting to be normal, per se. I really don't think there is a normal when it comes to people in lives because we're all different, but I feel normal for once. I never thought I would ever feel normal. Um, so yeah, I quit taking my medication about a year ago. And I've been doing really good. I know what my triggers are. I know how to control some of the things that I would do by myself now without the medication, and I'm actually so happy now. And that's why I decided to see about getting dentures, because I smile all the time. I'm at a point in my life where I'm finally happy. And it's hard to smile and be happy when your teeth are jacked up. So that's what made me decide to go see about dentures. I had a couple of teeth right here that had started to break, and they were just so painful. Like, I swear I was in pain constantly. Toothaches are the worst pain. Like, I think I would rather give birth to a kid than have a toothache. The baby's about to wake up, so I might have to continue this in a minute. Nothing worse than a toothache that I have ever imagined or been through or tolerated, or a toothache, no. And so when I went for my consultation, she told me that a lot of the mental medication that you are on, that people take, causes dry mouth. And if you have dry mouth, that causes the bacteria in your mouth to grow and decay your teeth. So that is what happened to my teeth. I took mental medication for 10 years, and it would eat one tooth and spread to the next, on to the next. And that's all it did. It just continued to spread and spread and spread from tooth to tooth to tooth. And it had got to where it was on the top here. And like I said, the bottom here. And I had noticed, because my teeth would start at the gum line and start decaying up. And all my bottom teeth had done started at the gum. You could see where it was starting. And I knew it wouldn't be long before those would be just like this one here. And that's why the dentist was like, you're a great candidate for getting false teeth, or for getting dentures. And so I was like, okay, cool, let's do this. Let's take the plunge. I got on YouTube and what? I hope y'all didn't hear that. Watched a bunch of videos, just like you're doing probably, to prepare myself. And I don't think you're ever fully prepared for it. You just have to do it. You just have to say, F it. This is my life. This is something I have to do. And, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you've got dentures now. You've got fake teeth. Screw the cliche. I have false teeth because my real teeth made me so sick. They kept me sick. I was always in pain. It was not good. It wasn't good for my body. It was toxic. And that is why I had to get dentures. And now that I have dentures, y'all, I'm so freaking happy with life. So if you're thinking of it, just do it. But that is why I have dentures. So until next time, keep smiling, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.